I want to tell you a story today about someone who had the exact same information as me and how we got two different outcomes. Someone who is right next to you who has that same information, yet they're 10 times more successful than you are. And you're either sitting there wondering, why not me? Or that you were cheated in some way, or maybe that you were victim to something that they didn't have to be. Truth be told, it's not really, because you both had access to that same information. My name is Jason Humphrey. I help bootcamp students get their first high-paying job as a software engineer. Earlier in my career, I actually learned from Sonmez how to become a real estate developer. Now, just because you learn how doesn't mean you actually do it. In this story, me and my friend watched the same courses he had built, watched the same information he put out years ago, but there's two different outcomes. And that's because my friend, who we're going to look at first, well, he took this information and did nothing with it. Why? There's a couple reasons why, but I think ultimately, for one, it scared him. I gotta save up $50,000 to buy a house? Or even better yet, you're telling me I have to wait to indulge in making money or into becoming rich? But something I noticed though, that was probably the biggest difference between me and him, is when I got a hold of this information, I did something with it. I took action on what I could. Even though, it's funny, looking back, some of the simplest tips that I learned from Sonmez were some of the ones that had the greatest impact. Something my friend wasn't willing to do, but I was every morning you wake up, right? If you're wanting to buy a house, you do this every morning. You look at the marketplace every morning, what comes on the market, and you evaluate it as in a good deal or a bad deal. And you figure out if you would have bought it or you wouldn't have. And you do this for about 3 to 6 months, especially while you're accruing money. When it becomes time for you to buy, by looking at the market that morning, it was a damn good deal or it was a damn bad deal. And I know the difference because I've been studying it. And that simple piece of information sounds so like, that's generic. Like, who cares? Of course I can go check the markets when I'm going to start looking for the property. But truth be told, you don't really understand the market until you've been doing it every single day. So I took that advice and followed it every day. But I also then took his other subtle pieces of tips and information that he gave me to save, to get a part-time job, to do more and put myself out there, and to do the subtle things, and to then kind of wait on the gratification, wait on indulging in the extra things that life has to offer with all these crazy vacations and all these nice new homes. And I waited on all that. And so what I did was I followed these simple tips of saving money, eating in, going OMAD. My friend, on the other hand, who still loved Sonmez's content, well, what did he do? He ended up buying a new car. He ended up buying a new house. He ended up getting a credit card loan on a new entertainment center because he wanted to buy it for Christmas. You can see pretty quickly where we're going here. My friend is going in a straight line across. Well, I started saving my money up and I started buying one property. And then I bought a second property. This would have been possible if I didn't take the simple advice and follow it to the T. You can be mentored by anyone, anywhere, anytime. And it can be the most basic information in the world that can change your life. And so I encourage you today, the next time you hear something you want or hear and learn about some information you want, that you take that simple piece of advice and you follow it to the T for no matter how long it takes. And you follow it until you get what you're looking for, until you get to the mountaintop, until you get to exactly what you want. The big difference right now between me and my friend who has 0 properties but the one he lives in, and me who has 5, is that I was willing to do the little things every single day. I was willing to take that little piece of information from my mentor and follow it and then do it every single day. And that's what I want you to get out of this. So take no matter what you learn and do it tomorrow. Do it today, better yet. Don't wait for tomorrow. Don't wait for 10 years down the road when you're going to follow someone's content or Sonmez's advice on real estate investing. No, do that today. It also relates to what I've been experiencing lately in the development industry with helping a lot of bootcamp students out. People ask me, well, why are your students more successful? Or why are these people so much more successful and why are they not? And I'll tell you right now, more often than not, it's because, and what I've noticed especially, is that they don't want to listen to what their mentor has to say. They want the easy way. They want the really easy tips that get them instant results, and they're not willing to do the short iterative steps and the simple advice and get all the little things right to get the big things right. If they can't have it now, they don't think they need to do it, or they don't want to do it because it's too long of a process, it's too much to take on. There's just, there's so many other things I could focus on that will, improve my life. Living in a nice house now with a nice new car is everything you wanted. But 10 years from now, that's not going to be enough. Delaying gratification will ultimately get you to where you want to go. If you are looking to get better at something, listen up to your mentor and do that one thing they tell you every single day. It's up to you and what you follow and what you do to get better. If you like content like this, don't forget to like it, hit the thumbs up, and subscribe for more content like this.